The United Nations Refugee Agency, UNHCR, says the Iraq War produced the worst humanitarian crisis in the Middle East in 60 years. According to the agency, 1.5 million people are still displaced inside Iraq, of which 500,000 are squatting in camps or public buildings. In Baghdad, 200,000 people live in 120 camps. There are also hundreds of thousands of Iraqis abroad, mainly in neighboring Jordan and Syria. Still too scared to go home, Iraqis who fled the war face trauma and hardship. Many find it impossible to get work and slide into poverty. Aid workers say many Iraqi women are falling into the hands of sex traffickers in the Middle East. Many Iraqis feel let down by their leaders, who are stuck in a political deadlock almost 6 months after an election that produced no outright winner and, as yet, no new government. If the conditions remain as they are now, everything would be just worse, especially because the government has not been formed yet. Many displaced Iraqis cannot afford to return to their old neighborhoods. Their abandoned homes have been stripped of electric cables and furniture by looters, doors smashed in by U.S. troops looking for weapons, and windows shattered by bombs. We live in hard circumstances, and nobody helps us except Allah. There is no water and no electricity. We're living in a bad situation. Only the good people helped us, but no officials of the government helped us. Meanwhile, UN Refugee Coordinator Daniel Andres says donors had already started to disengage from Iraq, especially Europe.
You know, the funding that UNHCR alone would require this year would be about $264 million. And right now we have about $120 million. That's still a sizable amount, but given the problem, even $260 million may not take care of all the issues, but at least the most critical issues. And that's where we are now. So we don't even have half of what we actually would need. And I'm not sure next year will be better. I'm worried about next year in particular.